I got my new thing imported. I got the Christian Dior. They wanna look at the foreign. They couldn't even afford it. Look what I did with the bag. Look what I did with the bag. I got a thing in the back, and I ain't taking no chat. I got my new thing imported. I got the Christian Dior. They wanna look at the foreign. They couldn't even afford.
Follow us on Instagram at Express Truth Show.
Express Truth Show back up in the building, people. If you are in the building right now, before you listen to another second of this glorious content, hit that like button, man. It's very, very important, people. It's more important than you actually know. Hit that like button. If you like what we do around these parts, hit that share button. And if you want to stay locked in, stay tapped in, hit that subscribe button, man. It's your favorite podcaster, Express Truth Show. And I'm wearing an item of merch today. Very nice t-shirt, if I do say so myself. The fit is beautiful. We've done a great job in selecting this style of t-shirt. So yeah, we in the building, man. So let's get right down to business. Steven, what you saying, man? What you saying?
Yeah, gang, making Thursdays great again, never late again. The greatest show on earth, man. Dine out with you, we're back in full effect. World's finest. Favorite podcast.
We in the building, man. First of all,
like a game of FIFA and that.
Shout out.
You shouting out now?
To my dad.
Every time.
Hat man, legend business, legend status.
Only lifetime sponsor of the show.
Yeah, man, man's got the lifetime sponsor of the show. Hat man business. So I want to shout out Hat man. I want to shout out the pawn shop for the collaboration. We was in the building.
Gang.
It's a beautiful thing. And it's well overdue, Steve, when my dad's coming on the show. Because you know what?
Facts.
They don't want... He would never say this, and I'm not speaking for him. But I don't believe he's received his flowers.
I'll say
so we're going to do it for him. So he will be on the show. It's going to be a special. He's going to be breaking down everything from his childhood right up into being the longest standing black business in Birmingham city centre.
Gang.
And we're gonna do that. So shout out to my dad, man. See what I mean? Big up every single time. So Stephen,
what are you saying for me?
A couple topics,
Couple
topics, man.
Mix and blend.
I would like to lead with this.
Go true.
The Channel 4 documentary.
Okay, you know what? You know how long I'm gonna watch the Channel 4? You know how long I'm gonna watch TV? Oh my God.
YouTube. It's on YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. Oh,
yeah. Channel 4 documentary by way of YouTube. Now, the documentary is called Who Shot Sasha Johnson?
That BLM girl.
Yeah. Do you remember the story? Or do you need me to?
I heard she was, obviously I'm not trying to be funny. I heard she was at the party and it popped locking and that. And then obviously man's kicked through the door and popped her in the head and it sounded like that.
I wouldn't say it like that, but yeah.
Something so?
Yeah, a lot of them lines, yeah.
I might be being a bit crude, but
Yeah, a lot of them lines. So basically she was she started off with BLM as an activist.
Yeah.
Speaking out against certain things. And then she would BLM UK distanced themselves from her, and then she started an arm of the Black Panther UK. And that's why she was wearing the beret and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So then she went to a party. And on the night in the party, gunmen approached, burst into the party, let off the firearm, and she got hit twice in the head.
Oh, Lord.
Now, this documentary went over the events leading up to that night. And we done a big reaction on Patreon. And matter of fact, we're talking about Patreon, the Superman Q&A, the monthly Q&A, we need to get that done as well. The monthly Q&A. So people send your questions in.
I know you said you got a couple questions for man, innit?
Yeah, man, people send your questions in. But I watched the documentary, Stephen, and it's a very sad state of affairs. Got a lot more of an insight into what was going on compared to what we knew before.
Yeah, talk to me now.
So basically, Stephen, she was an activist who, around the time when the George Floyd situation took place, she was there that day in 2020. And, she was very vocal about things that were going on, fighting against the system and things of that nature. And, she ended up getting shot twice. Now, my whole takeaway from the documentary was this. I always say this and I'll say it again. If you have a certain view of life, yeah, meaning you have a certain idea of how things should go, you can't really align yourself with. Matter of fact, let me say how it said, how I posted it on the Instagram caption. If you want better for the community, you cannot align yourself with those who are ruining the community.
If you lay down with dog, you catch fleas.
There you go. Now, there's a development that I didn't know previously enough. I would always say a lady such as that should not be aligning herself with members of the community who move a certain way or who are involved in certain things. Now, I'm not God, so I'm not judging no one. However, the power of your presence you can control. And this situation was terrible because she's left behind. Not left behind because she hasn't died, but she's living with complications. She's left, I was about to say the same thing. 2 sons she's got. And you have to think now, them 2 sons are only going to remember their mom like this. They're only going to know their mom like this because they're quite young, you know what I mean? So their mom has been hit in the head twice. It opens up trauma. Now, that's why I say the power of your presence you can control. So it's not any and anywhere you're supposed to be. But then on top of that, you can't align yourself with people who are ruining the community. In which case, she was dating a gangman who was known to the police as a gangman in the area. And I just think it's like oil and water. It does not mix. And unfortunately, we've seen the aftermath. No one's been charged with the murder. I mean, no one's been convicted with the murder.
Attempted.
Attempted murder.
Really, yeah. That you could chalk that up to attempted. Shot twice in the head, yeah. Definitely trying to kill her.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it real though, Stephen. Like, there's a narrative that some are running with that this was some sort of assassination, and I'm here to say it wasn't that, because someone who speaks into a megaphone,
JFK?
they're not. It wasn't about an assassination. This is down to the community.
Facts.
This is down to gang activity in the community, and you can't align yourself with people who don't wish well on the community. Even though they directly might not be harming the community from their doing certain things, you can't be in the same venue as those type of people because they bring a certain type of energy to the environment. And you don't know what a man's done on the road. You don't know what someone's willing to do to get to that man. So you have to make a conscious decision not to mix in those circles. And I just wish that, Sasha didn't do that. Now, she was quite, I feel like, that BLM situation in 2020.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people were aligning themselves with what's going on in America.
Facts.
And that kind of slipped over to here. And I think her passion and her drive, her murder investigation, I feel like the police didn't go the full mile to find out who it is that done this. And I feel like if it was a different scenario, we would know who the perpetrators were. I feel like the police allowed them to walk based on, her position with the Panthers or with BLM. And that is sad because ultimately this is a mom. This is a mom who did not deserve to go out that way. And, it just goes to show people you can't bless any and everyone with the power of your presence. Treat your presence like your money. You wouldn't give it out. Don't give out your presence the way just don't do that, because there's a lot of people who are walking around with demons on their shoulder. And sometimes that demon comes to cash his check. And that's what happened in this case. I believe that she was not the intended target, but these gunmen have gone into the environment and, they've ended up hitting her. And it's, the documentary basically broke that down and it was quite sad. So yeah, I wanted to lead with that. I definitely wanted to lead with that. So yeah, man, it's a sad state of affairs. It's a sad state of affairs that, you know, you can be someone who's on the forefront fighting for the betterment. You see what I mean? No matter what anyone's view or opinion is, that's what she was doing. You see what I mean? And I get people's different opinions, but that's what she was doing. There's no way she should have got hit like that. But then again, what can we learn from this? We do not bless any and anyone with the power of our presence, because there are people that are willing to crash out over nothing. And look at that. No one's been charged. No one's been convicted with the murder. I'm saying murder, attempted murder. No one's, no. Let me not do that. Your brain is in your head. So it's complex, you know. So when a man shoots and that catches, come on, man. Come on, you'll never be the same, man. It's terrible. And the fact that this happened, yeah, this is the joke of it all. And I mean this is no disrespect to the sis, but this is the joke of it all. That situation the other day, when them people got pulled over by the police got fired. You know how much that GoFundMe is on right now? Yes.
That brings us to our next topic.
Yes.
100K plus easy.
150K in days. I
think the first couple of days it was 50 bags.
Listen, there's no money really, no real money has been raised for her. So and I'm gonna keep it real, and I'm not talking no big talk, but I'm just talking sensible talk. 150K for a community is nothing. If we can't raise that, it shows that man can't be going out on the line.
You should be able to raise that from one borough of London, easy.
Oh.
Easy, Stephen. Well, obviously, let's get onto the next topic, like a figure skater, man. What we saying, man? Yeah, them two athletes. I don't know names, you know, the two athletes. So
don't worry about the names.
Doesn't matter. No disrespect.
No disrespect.
It don't matter. But because we're not focusing on that, because they've got Unjust, fortunately. They were falsely pulled over, falsely arrested, false vehicle search and everything. And it was the old adage of, oh, I can smell cannabis. Come to find out, the officers in question were lying. They've both been fired now. Like Mark said just moments ago. GoFundMe has been set up in their honor. It's at 100 and I don't know.
150 plus.
Yeah, just say 150 plus by the time this comes out. I think it's 150 at the time of recording, but it's going to keep moving and shaking. And that just goes to show me two things. I remember you sent me this when I was betting still. No, you said it was still 50K, I believe. You sent me early in it.
Yeah, that was when it was early. Yeah.
Because it was 50.
And it shot up to 120.
Then it got 120, so it get reported
now it's 150.
again. It was 150 now. Yeah, it's 50 at the moment. You sent it to me. And I said, oh, okay. What was my response? I said, family, I said, that just shows confirms two things to me that I already knew, you know. A, everybody hates Chris, aka us. And B, certain communities stand on code and do what they're supposed to do.
Facts.
I don't care what you did. I'm going to make sure you and yours are good. Cost of living crisis.
Because they wouldn't be making 75K anywhere else.
Winter.
Yep.
Christmas I come round the corner. Nah, fam, hold 75 bags for your pocket, for your troubles.
Sorry to interrupt you, Stephen, but I want to just let you know this quickly.
Oh, true.
You know the Chris Carver police?
Yes.
They're about to release his name and they're preparing a GoFundMe for that cat as well.
We'll come back to that as well.
Yeah, we'll come back to it, but I'm just letting you know.
No, I mean, in terms of the numbers, when the numbers for his GoFundMe come out and the verdict and all of that, because we're going to readdress that anyway, because there's a few things we need to readdress, but as usual, waiting for more information. So, yeah. Them people over there stand on code, man.
This is true.
It doesn't matter. I don't care what you did. You are not gonna starve. You ain't going to no food bank. You ain't going to no heating bank. You ain't struggling to pay the mortgage. Hold that for your pocket, rude boy.
Which you wouldn't have made staying in the job.
At all.
75K.
And plus, depending unless they're too old and everything, they can get another work, G.
Yeah, 1,000%.
They can probably.
They ain't got no criminal record.
They can probably work as police again somewhere else.
Yeah, facts. They've just been dismissed. That's all for the action. They'll get rehired doing something else.
Because it happens all the time in States.
All the time.
I know it's two different kettle of fish, but it happens all the time in States. But that doesn't happen with us, man. We don't. So what I'm saying is, we don't put our money where our mouth is, man. We're often like the analogy I used earlier, we're often just the loudest in the room. Or shine, no substance. You know what I'm trying to say? So we got the biggest voices, man. Yeah. Nah, fuck that. You're mad. That's all of us, man. Full of bravado. But when it comes to actually getting things done, we drag foot, man. And then when things don't go our way, we see others thriving and shriving. Nah, man, all them blood clot Polish man come over and just do them thing, and all the Asian man them all shop them, man. Cause you man were out here chasing girl, drinking red stripe beer, and everyone was trying to be a fucking DJ. When houses were selling back in the day for 50 bags, 40 bags, 65 bags, and they want to buy them things.
Talk about it.
You're chasing girl because you want to zoom in the poom. That's why there's a million girl right now who are bitter because their mum bitter, because them dad meet them at dance, fuck it the same night, fucking night back, I blood clot, Vauxhall, Astra, breed it and kept it moving.
Cold out here, man.
But people don't like the truth, so I'm going to calm down.
Cold out here, man.
Coming like Sub-Zero's bedroom, G.
That's a fact. Nah, man, it comes like, it's one of these things, yeah. It's as simple as this. If you have no economic power, if you can't raise funds, then you have nothing. If you can't raise a quick 100 grand for a cause, then you got nothing. And a lot of people will say, no, you got nothing. You got nothing. Simple. And I'm saying, even with them, like, of course, they've raised it because what it is whatever's gone on, they've got a community of people that have said, no, we disagree with the outcome there. We're going to put our money into this. And they've raised that money. There
was a clip on LBC. Did I send it to you? Or did you send it to me?
You could have sent it or could have sent it.
The presenter was arguing with a caller. A caller was saying like, yeah, it's obvious that they had weed because there was a video. And the presenter was like, okay, have you seen the video? I was like, no, because it hasn't been released, but it's obvious they're not lying. And he's like, okay. So in that regard, then I can say it's obvious that they didn't have weed on them because there is no video. We've seen no video. That just goes to show. That's two things again from that thing. My man's on code. He said, I don't give a shit. My man looks like me. Nah, my man, or they look like me, whoever the officers were. I don't know if it's male, female, whatever. But they look like me. Nah. I'm riding for them no matter what. AKA, them nignags, yeah, they all do weed and that they must, they lie it. You know what I'm trying to say? It's just a constant reminder. Constant reminder. But I'm never surprised, so you don't see me jumping up and down. I know I'm talking about it on the show. That's because it's the show. Otherwise, I ain't making no sense. I ain't making no sense.
I ain't mad at them. I ain't mad at them.
At all.
I ain't mad at nobody who supports their own.
I ain't mad at ya.
Yeah, they've raised the money. If they believe, we know it was wrong, but I'm saying if they truly believe that and they're raising the money, I'm just saying I'd love to see it happen with us, but it ain't gonna. So
listen, I hate to sound like a broken record, man, but it's like the whole Peckham hair shop thing. They were like, my man tried to rebrand and nah, they shut down the shop. Yeah, I'm saying, all right, if that's what you need to do to pat yourselves on the back, because to me it's a whole heap of palaver, you know. Because you don't need to protest. You don't need to do all of that.
Just don't go in.
It's as simple as, it's even simpler than that. If the community was on job, no one that looks like us would go in there and you'd really hurt him like that. And when I say on job, because you're right as well, you know, I'm taking it that step further because when I say on job, we don't even have to talk. Man don't even have to send out a bat signal. People should just know. You think the white community all got together and said, all right, guys, they've been fired. We need to do something for Bob and John. We need to make sure their families are all right. Nah, go for me, boom, hold funds. But we're not on job. So we like to come out and stand up with sign and shock and jive and all them things there. We shall overcome someday. All them things there. Negro spirituals and all of that. But we don't want to do it, man. You ain't got no economic power. Umar says it, man. If you want to build a community, what do you need? What do you say you need? What are the pillars you need? School, hospital, and a bank.
And an airport. And a train station.
True, but I'm just starting.
And a taxi service.
Grassroots.
All right,
grassroots. Like, if we were building a town, cake, you want a school, a hospital, and a bank.
Yeah, school
Because
hospital
you need
bag.
you need to teach yourselves and the next generation. You need to make sure people are healthy. And how we gonna spend things
Finances.
and buy things and look after ourselves. You see me?
Yeah, yeah.
If you can't control none of them there, we can't do it, man. All last week before, we were talking about partner gone. We're finished, fam. You can't even run a blouse and skirt partner. The elders can't even leave the partner with you. But when unfortunately them drop and gone, you don't want to link up and fight over. No, Nanny's gonna give me the China. No, I get the house. You can't even run a blood clot partner. You know, your future share leave you with bricks and mortar. Blood, me should have hit you with a blood clot brick and mortar. Yeah, idiot.
It's mad.
Clown, but look like some Rick and Morty business, fam. We're finished, fam. We're finished. We are finished. Speaking of GoFundMe, you said Chris Carver. Anything raised for the family there yet? Them raise £1.50 for them. Them can go to Dixie and buy a meal.
It's something that we're lacking, innit? That's what I'm saying. You remember during
But sorry, Cake.
yeah.
But you wanna raise quickly for either people. Look at all these black men out here just standing here. They just watch me get hit in the face with a fucking brick. But you wanna raise racks for that dumb bitch? Yeah, I'm calling her out.
Yeah, because it weren't true. Because it wasn't true. Yeah, it was a lie.
But you wanna raise racks for that idiot you scammed before? Well, last man.
Yeah, she raised 40K.
Worse than them
And
cats.
then got surgery on that.
Worse than them cats in Lost in Space, man. We're last, man. We're finished, man. We're laughing stock to the world.
Yeah, that's too. Well, yeah. Let's swiftly move on.
Move on, man.
Let's swiftly move on.
Move on before I flip over things in here, man. Go to you.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, economic power. That's the answer. But okay, Fredo got jammed up in Dubai. They've got him right now. He's been holding him. They're holding him in Dubai based on he tried to smuggle some weed. Now, I do want to get into this one right here because there's a lot of stupidity I'm seeing online, man. Before we get into the Fredo thing quickly, I just want to jump on the Burna Boy situation. He said he turned down 5 million, I think it was US, based on because he can't smoke weed in Dubai.
Yeah, they wanted to book him for shows, but what are you saying about it? I don't wrong him.
I do because it's stupid.
Nah, man, I don't wrong him.
I do.
No, let me explain and you can explain.
Yeah, go on.
Me personally, I would go, but the reason I'm saying I don't wrong him, because just using Fredo as an example, if you know you need something so badly, yeah, that's your vice, G. It's like man getting booked to go Salad Island, but you cannot go without sugar. Don't go, man. You're gonna go over there and get yourself in trouble. Because my man probably would have done it, but he's seen this thing with Fredo. Oh shit, my man's looking at 3 years or whatever the hell it is. Nah, man, I'll stay over here. Some people like this weed thing. Let me not even say weed, but whatever vice you may have. So weed, alcohol, online gambling, I don't know, gaming, gal. You know what I'm trying to say? Clothes shopping, whatever your vice may be. Some people, because fortunately, I wouldn't say I have any vices / addictions like that. Some people can't go without these things, man. And weed, like, I didn't know weed was supposed to be an addictive substance, but the way some of these brothers smoke, I can see why. Like, I think some of them, like, mans do ounces and all that time. Like, I've seen some man with some F-off big spliffs and all them things. Like, I don't know, man. So I'm saying, Burna Boy, yeah, I see what you're saying. I see both sides. It is kind of idiotic economically when you think about it. But from a legal standpoint, I'm not wrong him still.
Okay, my thing is this. That 5 million US, 5 million any currency is life-changing money in the West. Now, at one point in life, you didn't have money. So even though you're making a lot of money now, at one point in life, you didn't have money. You see what I mean? Someone's offering you 5 million for a few days, few performances. I'm saying you're addicted to something that much that you can't push pause for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
For me, that's crazy. It's bigger than the money. For me, that means you need help to wean yourself off that substance, because there will come a time in life where you won't be able to get that substance for one reason or another. So that means you're the same as man that drink lean. You're the same as man that take coke. You're the same as man that are addicted to methamphetamine and all that stuff. If you can't go a few days without it, you can't push pause for a few days. That's how much you need weed. that you can't say, yo, I'm just not going to smoke for a few days and go and get this 5 million and even just give it to charity then. You've got access to that kind of money, and based on because you can't smoke weed, you're going to let that go. You know what that 5 million could do in Nigeria for some of them young youths in probably his hometown? Okay, he's probably getting all this money. I don't need money. All right, cool. You know what that 5 million could do? He could take that and give it to one of his people. But based on weed, you're going to give up on 5 million. Nah, man, that's stupidity. Now, in regards to Fredo, I understand because he's tried to smuggle it into the country. You see what I'm saying? I doubt Burna Boy was going to try and smuggle it, but Fredo is you're a star, you're famous, or you rap about money non-stop. You shouldn't be taking them kind of risk. Not in the Middle East. People, just because the Middle East, you see all these fancy lights and all that, they are very strict there. You have to understand that. They are very, very strict. A lot of men are going to buy in these places and trying to bring ways of the West there. They're not into that. All them flashing lights and fancy buildings are to draw you Westerners in, but they still live by a certain code. You know when you see them chic, you ever see them wear anything? You ever see them wear anything other than their own clothes? Exactly. They live by their culture. If they say don't smoke weed, man. Simple. Simple as that.
Yeah, my whole thing is I don't even know why people still run down the bay, you know. Because I did want to go out. I know you've been out 3-4 times, isn't it?
Yeah, about 4.
I know we were supposed to. You know, I don't want to go too tough again.
Dubai's just UK now.
It don't yet. That's what I mean, and it's nothing. It's nothing to do with, like I said earlier. I don't have any vices or anything, so it's nothing to do with the, like certain things not being allowed due to it being an Islamic country. It's nothing to do with that. It's literally what you said. They've ruined it. Because was it last year, the year before? All them Londoners, they were taking the nonsense out there. I think were they fighting in the Burj Khalifa? All kind of stupidness.
Yeah, it was Dochavelli and Tion Wayne.
Oh, was that Dubai as well?
That was Dubai as well.
All right, so you had that. Then they were fighting on the plane. You had the Londoners fighting in the hotels. You had them fighting on the beach. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm like, you're trying to ruin the place, man. And it's a place where you go and they don't play games. So that's just turning me off it, man. Maybe when the whole excitement of it calms back down. You know what I'm trying to say? Because even when you were going, G, you obviously it was hyped, but it weren't. You know what I'm trying to say? Everyone wasn't killing themselves to go in. It wasn't influence the city like it is now.
Now, when I was going, the Americans were heavy there. When I was going to Dubai, UK were tapping in, but Canada and Americans, that's all you seen there. Canadians and Americans all day long.
That ain't too bad, man.
They were flooding the place, man.
Because at least you ain't seeing your bloody neighbors, fam. It's like you fly 10,000 miles, you see the man who lives across from you. What the fuck?
It's heavy now with UK people, though.
That's what I'm saying now.
A lot of UK people live out there.
I give it a miss, man. For now, let it calm down a bit. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't understand why people still keep going to the places in the UAE when you know you have these vices. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You know you have to drink. You know you have to sniff. You know you have to smoke. You know, like, oh man, I gotta run down. I gotta chase girl. It's not a place for that. And yes, I know you're gonna be like, nah, there's places you can go. Blood, just go somewhere where it's party. Just go IB for somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go somewhere where you can go crazy and you won't, unless you literally break the law. So like you attack a gal or you get into a drunken fight or, you know what I'm trying to say? Where things aren't illegal.
Yeah.
So like it's the smoking, the drinking, all that. Like it's not illegal. You can go, you can sniff on the sly, you can do whatever, pop whatever pills you man pop. Mentanol, fentanyl, dentanol, whatever the flipping hell you want to take, man. Like I honestly don't understand it. Like you've got so much demons and so many vices, but you still keep going to these strict old school places. I don't get it. Trying to mash up. Like I said, that's why I don't want to go now. Because you man are going over there fighting. You're mashing up the people in place, man. Just don't bring that nonsense to Africa and that, man. Leave it in London or Birmingham or Coventry, wherever the hell you're from. Manchester, just leave it wherever the hell you're from. Even a man
like Fredo, though, like, you can't, I get it, though, you know, I get it, like, these men are addicted to the bud because they probably need it to function. But like you said, then if you need it to function, you got to work it out. Like, there's no universe I'm turning down 5 million because of bud. Like, I'm not doing that. But I get it, though. Like, if he's saying, yo, I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna get myself in trouble. I get it. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, personally, because maybe the thing is because it could have been old news and it's just come up now.
Yeah.
On the back of the Fredo thing. But let's say it isn't. Let's say it's recent, and his reasoning is because of why my man's jammed up now. That's the angle I'm coming from, where I can say I understand it. I'm not saying turn down the money, but if you know you're gonna get yourself in trouble, like yes, you may not smuggle it, but you want to link someone out there who's got it, and you're getting nabbed. You know what I'm trying to say? If you know, like you said, you can't function without it, then you don't need to see me there, man.
Yeah, 100. Nah, I hear ya. It's a situation where I don't know, man. He may do. They're saying best case a year, worst case 3 years. That he'll do. You see what I mean? So if he does, even a year's too much, man. Based on making that kind of mistake.
Yeah, of course.
See what I mean? To take a year out of your career. I know he appears to have invested well, so he should be okay. But to just take a year out of your career.
But he's got a daughter now and everything.
Yes, it's a year out of your life. You're a year away from
your child.
You see what I mean? For what? For weed. For weed. That's what I'm trying to say, man. Just follow the people them's law, man. That's it. They have things in place, and they live that way out there. Just follow the people them's thing. Simple as that, man.
Probably come out on a smoky thing. Want to go rehab and that. Yeah, it's peak, man. It's peak.
It must be easy though, man, to actually fix a weed addiction. I can't see it being that hard to wean off that. You think it's that hard to wean off that?
I don't know, because like I said, like we're always, anytime we have to talk, I ain't got no addictions, man. Actually, I do. I think you do as well, because you're trying to say you don't have a vice. I'm addicted to my pockets not being empty, but that's about it. But anything serious, I don't know, man.
Nah, not nothing that I could. I'm not addicted to nothing that I couldn't stop today.
Or anything
that's me. Nothing.
Anything that's detrimental to your health.
Exactly. There's nothing that I couldn't just stop today. You see what I mean? Because obviously one of the biggest addictions is sugar, innit? You see what I'm saying? But like as far as weed and that's crazy, man. That's absolutely crazy.
That's how these people are moving, man. But yo, big news, yeah, what going next year?
What's that?
The government, my friend.
Oh, okay.
The government is cracking down. Basically, they want to stop you from getting to the bag.
Break that down.
The government is launching. I think is it from January? I don't know I think it's the first, but don't quote me on the date. But it's meant to be January 2024. So places like Uber Eats, Deliveroo, Etsy, maybe eBay, listers online, certain online retailers. So certain things you'll do when you want to make some extra money, particularly now. So back in the day, you would have done these things because you want to be bossy in it, or you want to raise quickly to invest, or what I'm trying to say, you want to live a more comfortable lifestyle. Now you have to do those kind of things just to scrape by. So you could work and then still do Uber Eats, Deliveroo, Etsy, all the rest of it, and you're still scraping the bottom of the butter. But now the government said, nah, I need a piece of all of that. So they're demanding that those retailers and more would now have to hand over financial information of all the users on their site. And they're making it ridiculous. Basically, they don't want you making anything, because I'm hearing it's something crazy like, if you make over £1,000 in a calendar year, that's when they'll check your thing. So I'm trying to say, so what's the point? You know what I'm trying to say, Mark? So if you're doing a side hustle like that and you're not making at least you're not making £1,000 over the, what's the point in doing it? Because what, 1,000?
So basically them online retailers have to give information to the government of everyone using the site.
I think it's who's earning over a certain threshold, but it might just be everyone.
Historically or moving forward?
Might be both.
Okay.
Knowing how the government are on the tax, man, probably be historically. But I'm saying, even if you're making 1,000 extra, what's the point? It's a waste of time. This is just done a quick maths. Call it 83 quid a month. That is £84 a month. Like, let's say if you're doing whatever side hustle and just making £1,000 for the year, 80 quid a month, G. What's the point? I wouldn't even get out of my bed for that.
Yeah, they're clamping down on everything. They're trying to stop everything. They want people in the most depressive state possible. They don't want you to make no money.
Facts.
They don't want you to be able to level yourself. They don't want you to win, basically. That's what that is. Because look at all the problems the country's got, and that's what they're focused on. Like, it tells you everything you need to know. But that's why we're having record numbers leaving. There's record numbers that are leaving now.
It's only going to get worse.
You see what I'm saying? Because remember, look at all the issues right now. People are actually in their house, cold, not putting the heating on, going to shower in leisure centers. People ain't got people. There's a thing that there was a slogan, heating or eating. That's a slogan they put out there. Heating or eating. You mean to tell me that your people them are living like that and you're worried about stuff like that? People ain't got no gas, no electric. People ain't got nothing. It's damn near a third world country right now. And you're worried about people making money on a side hustle. That shows you everything you need to know about this current government. Okay. And that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. And they've pumped 40 million into it.
So that they've told us about.
They can do what they want, man. People ain't paying nothing. People ain't gonna they can do what they want.
Okay, people. No. Let me stop you there. Reggie. Hit the brakes. Y'all talk about yourself, you know. And y'all talk about me, you know. Mans wouldn't pay. People will pay, Mark. It's the UK. St. France. It's the UK, G. What is UK culture? Bitch and moan, bitch and moan, bitch and moan. Do it anyway. Nah, man. Oh, TV license. Man's pay it. Nah, man. The bailiffs and that. You pay it. Nah, man. The gas and the electric's gone quick. You pay it. Yeah. Like you just moan. That's why they can do these things, because they know that you're not gonna rebel. They know that you're twat. They know you're just gonna go on Twitter X and moan. That's it. It's not gonna go anywhere. So I don't want to hear it, man.
The fact we ain't done nothing, the fact we haven't done nothing as a country about the gas and electric, I have to agree with you.
Burn down the place.
Because we've allowed that to go mental. Like that's got to the point now where we're paying like, I think they said it's 8 times as much as it was before the pandemic. That's crazy. That is absolutely mental. So you got to think, they've done that. They've brought that up so heavy to where them companies are 800% profit.
Facts.
And they haven't fixed that issue.
Okay, and another
tried to blame it on you on the Ukraine war.
I'm not sorry to cut you off. Another thing that I read that they're going to do also is they want to remove the cap on the bankers' bonuses as well.
Remove the cap.
So there must have been capped at a certain limit. So once you hit this threshold, you can't earn any more in bonuses. So let's say it was 100K and you earn that in February. For the rest of the year, you won't get any more bonuses. They're looking to take that off now. So basically the limits, it'll be unlimited. And you got to remember that that's one of the most lucrative jobs / positions to be in, because bankers always get the bonuses when there's credit crunch, recession, pre-aggression, exorcism. It doesn't matter. They're getting their bonuses.
Yeah, they're looking after. I told you, man. This is what they're doing.
And sorry to cut you again.
Okay.
And all you keep seeing people in the comments is, nah, blood, you need to tax the rich, you know, blood. Why would they tax themselves?
Yeah, they won't. They won't. Look, basically what they're trying to do, I've said it from the start, and I'll say it again. To me, it coming like they're trying to eradicate the middle class. They just want filthy rich or poor. They don't want no middle ground. And that's why I believe, because even with the housing situation, they've made it where it's damn near impossible. The average mortgage now is £850. That's madness, man. The average mortgage, you know, £850 monthly. You got to think to yourself, they don't want no breathing room for individuals. So you have to, now's the time for you to be thinking very, very smart. Meaning you can't think with a one-track mindset now. You can't think like it's not like days of the past. Even days that I've been able to enjoy, it's not the same. Now they've made it where, let's say a man would get paid, boom, a man gets paid £1,500, yeah, for the month, average wage, say. And before, the man could have spent like 8 bills that covers his bills, £800, and then he's got £700 left. They're making sure, rude boy, we want you to have £100 left. We want everything. So the gas and electric, they've done that to a point where people are always catching up with that. Always catching up. You're always playing catch up. Then in the next breath, the cost of living with the food. So they've made it where, okay, food as well. So we want everything. We want it all. So now they're even saying, yo, even a man who's sitting down and trying to work out a way out of it, yo, we want to make sure you don't get out of it as well. It's mad. It's absolutely crazy. That's why I say a lot of people, they're getting record numbers of people leaving.
But do you feel like maybe that's what they want? They want the country empty so they can bring more money
I think they do, yeah. I feel like they believe they've made a mistake in opening the doors so much, and now they're saying, okay, squeeze people, make people cut. Because a lot of man, like I know a couple of dons, like, you know, man that are just, they're not from here original. Like even when I was in Gambia, there was a couple of men who had come here and been like, yo, nah, they went back. Like I'd rather just do what I was doing before. Because
No,
you know what I mean?
I understand in that regard, but I'm talking about the nationals because it's the nationals.
Nationals are leaving as well.
This is what I'm saying.
Nationals are leaving too, but it takes a lot of courage to up and leave. But a lot of people are doing it.
It does still. Boy, I'm going to find the courage there.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing it still.
Hold on. Let me try this liquid courage. Might help.
A lot of people are doing it, man. I know a couple of folks myself, man. I've one of my family members, I won't say who, but one of my family members is going to the Middle East.
Hats off to them, man.
Yeah, gone. Taking the jump, gone. One of my family close.
Yeah.
Gone.
Hats off to
Gone.
them, man.
And I'm like, yo, this is mad. Gone. And this is a person who was doing very, very well here.
I don't know about that.
Very, very well.
Everyone seems to be going to the Middle East, though.
You know what it is with the Middle East? There's no tax and stuff.
True, but I don't think I could live there still.
I mean, it's all about what suits you, innit? What's your skill set?
Might be Africa or Central America.
Yeah, I think something like that for us. Something like that for us. Because obviously we want people that look like us.
Facts.
And we want emerging markets. We want to be able to bring the knowledge we have from here to markets, you know what I mean? Well, the Middle East now, they've got everything.
It's true.
I'm not saying a man can't go there and bring certain things, but they got everything. But yeah, man, the globe's a big place, man. This world's a big place. You gotta just look. Man. You gotta spin it.
Remember, life is for living.
100%. It's not for. We forget
I'm not
that.
gonna say surviving because you're not even surviving anymore. It's not for scraping by.
We forget that because of how we're living. Like we got all the trinkets, you know. You might have a nice car, you might have a decent place to live, you might have a bit of money in the bank, but are you really living? Are you really happy? And this is what I'm saying. You can't allow depression to overtake you because I believe that's what they want. That's what I believe.
I think they put depression in the chicken nuggets, man, and some man
I think the one
down with barbecue sauce.
I was watching one thing the other day, a statistic where they said mental health has gone up in primary school children by 40%. And I'm looking and I'm saying, why are you like trying to push this so heavy?
What mental health?
They just said mental health.
What they got to be depressed about?
They just said mental health.
What's going to upset the youths? Someone already took the red out of the crayon box. What you have to upset about?
You know why they're doing that though? I tell you why. Because if you give someone an excuse from an early age, what they're going to do, carry that same excuse into what? Adulthood. Mental health in children, they're saying, has risen 40%. So what you think it is in adults who are actually surviving, like you said, day to day? Just about surviving.
240%.
You see what I'm trying to say?
I think they want everyone hanging from trees, if I'm being honest, you know.
But the suicide rate's gone up, innit?
Yeah.
Look at, I know a couple of men myself, man.
Jump off a bridge, man. Why not?
It's harsh still, but I say once a man's in that position where he hates his job, he hates his life.
Most of us.
Me personally, no, but I'm saying there's some man who get to that stage and probably just say, yo, what's the point? That's how they're squeezing people right now. And they don't care. So you gotta think to yourself, they don't care. They're pumping money into everything but the issue. So you got to say to yourself, yo, you are spending 40 million to clamp down on people that are trying to make extra money. But you're not trying to pump 40 million into people that have to stand up in food banks. Working people, you know. Not people that don't work, you know. Nurses, teachers. Them are the people. You mean to tell me them people there have to stand up in a food bank and you're pumping money into every. They don't care. Things do need to change. Things do need to change because this is not a racial thing. This is affecting everybody. You speak to anybody. You could speak to anyone that's bare unhappiness in the air.
Hate my job, hate my life.
It's
Woe
all
is
right.
me is woe. I don't know. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What would you do? Exercise every day and I'm still not fit. What you gonna do?
Yeah,
fam?
that's the truth.
Like Bugle say, what you gonna do?
So this is what I'm trying to say. Like, imagine that a man sitting down, big UK, big job title that you went to uni for, and
You
you
hate
can't
your
keep
life?
the lights on.
You hate your life?
You see what I'm trying to say? That's why you see when I was
you're
younger.
making 100 clap plus a year and you're feeling the pinch.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Them things sound good on paper, you know. Just do the maths, G. How much of that? Shoo! You're not even seeing taxes.
And then you go online, If a man ain't making 6 figures a year,
Me had one girl. What did the girl say? How much is that a month? 4,000 or 5,000? That's low.
and probably that same girl standing up in Debenhams or something.
Probably, yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say to you? This is what I'm trying to say. While this big crisis is going on, look at the conversations we're having. Look at the conversations we're having. I seen it the other day. I sent you the screenshot where someone was like, somebody was writing in the comments on, I'm not even going to say that site's name. And someone was like, yo, you like only post low vibrational stuff. And the person was like, they do it on purpose. There's a bag of black podcasts that speak nothing but sense, but they ignore them. And that's the truth. Because they're part of this whole thing. It's just all, you know what I mean? It's just all low vibrational content. While there's a big crisis going on in the country, other communities have got their infrastructure in place. And we're still, you know, talking about who pays on the first date. Man making 6 figures.
Body count.
Body count, all that nonsense. See what I'm saying? So it is crazy. It is crazy. But what can I say? All I can say to people is just keep your head up, man. Keep moving forward, man. That's it. But you can't be on no. Don't let them. They're winning. If you fall into depression, they've won. If you fall into depression, they have won.
Easier said than done, no man.
It is very easier said than done.
And I don't even just mean because of it's by design, but I'm not even trying to be horrible, but a lot of people, there's literally got nothing going on now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, imagine you don't like your job, which is most people, the majority of people.
95%.
You don't like the way of the world. You ain't got nothing going on. You got no dreams to chase. You got nothing to distract you. You've got no escape. You know what I'm trying to say? If you knew better, you'll do better, man.
No way out of it, man. But it's all by design, man.
Bible facts only.
It's all by design, man. That's what I say, man. A man has to gotta keep your head up, like Tupac says, man. Because remember, these things were all these things. Remember, if you can listen, what was I listening to this morning? I was listening to some Anthony B, and my man was talking about all these things, and that had to be like 90s when them songs come out. Fire Upon Rome and all them songs.
It's only gotten worse, alright?
And all them songs are basically breaking it down. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is what it is. It's all by design, man. And now they don't even want you to be able to get out of it, man. So I'm saying it might be a thing where they want people to be like, yo, cut. They might want people to cut for whatever reason. Because even with the houses, man, I still don't understand why they mashed that up. I don't understand. But that's completely gone to the dogs. The ladder's completely messed up. There's houses selling for $350 that should be $150. But based on inflation and all these things, everything's just going up. And money ain't going up. So that's why I say the only advice I can give to a man is tight-knit circle, regular conversation, regular fitness. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta escape from this, I don't want to use Tate's word, you know, I don't like that Matrix word, but you got to escape from this rat race because a lot of people are in it.
It's a labyrinth, G. You need to find a way out.
Yeah. That's it. That's it. And it is, man. I see it all the time, man. I hear it from a lot of people. A lot of it's by design, but now more than ever, you have to think about the decisions you make. Now more than ever, the partner you choose, who you decide to have. Well, the partner you choose, who you decide to have kids with.
No one.
Where you decide to invest.
Mind your own business.
The things you decide to buy for yourself.
If me like it, me buy it.
Yeah, man. But remember, what we do have to remember though, life is for living. We ain't gonna be here forever. So don't let them people there make you just lock up yourself and you're not living your life. I know a lot of people's going through it, man. A lot of people's going through it. But it's all by design. It's all by design. But we're in this thing together, man. We're in this thing together.
Gang.
And that's it.
It's the greatest show on earth, Express Truth Show. Making Thursdays great again, never late again. World's finest. Your favorite podcast. Tell your girlfriend I said hello, man. We'll be back next week.
That's it, people. Get out of here.